Hello. Hi. Oh, why am I angry? I must have hit the one key. Okay, that's better. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello, live people. That being aversional, as usual. Thank you for being so dedicated as to be here right at the very start, even though I'm not playing Pikmin today. Hello to any VOD watchers out there. There are a few of you. I think I can count you on one hand if I have 3 of my fingers chopped off, but that's a lot more than 0, right? I mean, you're here at the start of like every stream. I'd say that's pretty dedicated. Unless you don't like being called dedicated, then I'll find another word. I'll refer to you instead as a black baby enjoyer. Luckily, I've managed to scrub most of that game from my brain after the nice rest I had last night. But against my better judgment, I don't think I'm done with that game. I think I'm gonna go back to it and beat it. Not right now. Not right now, because I want to play something that is still not a great game, but a lot better than Black Baby. Yeah, this even if a lot of people aren't huge fans of Dark Souls 2, it is undoubtedly higher quality. Because even on a base level, at least Dark Souls 2 has sound and music. But even though a lot of people talk about how Dark Souls 2 is it's probably the worst Souls game, even in my opinion, I'm gonna be making it even worse today by randomizing it. Black Baby. It had the sound of the titular Black Baby plodding along on the stone floor, and that was pretty much everything. If there were other sounds, then I don't remember them because my brain was too trauma-stricken from the awful, the club guy who manages to have the fastest attack animation in the game, despite having the largest weapon by a wide margin. Somehow that guy with his great club thing, which I imagine was probably 30 or 40 pounds, he could swing that thing exponentially faster than the regular grunt enemies could stick one foot out for a little half-hearted kick. What I will say about this randomizer is that it is finicky. Oh my goodness. It took a long time to, well, not a long time, but it took more time than it should have to get this set up. While I was able to find a mod that the UI made sense for and seems to work with the latest version of the game, because that was my big concern a week ago, because I didn't know of any randomizer mods that were up to date with the current patch of the game. While this one is up to the latest patch, let me move my microphone. This isn't in a good position. While this mod is working for the latest patch, the mod authors did a very, very poor job of explaining how to install the mod, which is kind of the biggest barrier to entry to using it in the first place. But after a little bit of trial and error, I was able to get it to work. Well, actually not trial and error, with the help of a nice YouTube video from a guy who pretty much was the encapsulation of YouTube tutorial videos from 2009 with the very, very low quality mic and the 15 FPS screen capture. That said, full credit to him. His advice worked, and I mean, he has like 300 times as many subs as me, so clearly he's doing something right. But something that is neat about this randomizer is that it has a lot more settings than the one I was using for Dark Souls 1. You can like in 1, it randomized like boss values, or like bosses, items, all that kind of thing. But for this one, it does all of that, and it can also randomize parameters. So it can randomize like how quickly a weapon swings, or how much damage a particular weapon does, or same thing with like armor. So I don't have everything messed with because I'm too much of a coward to randomize enemy stat parameters, because I am very, very concerned that I would run into an enemy early in the game that through the randomizer has like 1 billion HP and ridiculous defense, and I would just be walled, which, I mean, a little bit of walling can be entertaining, but too much is awful. It becomes stream poison at a certain point. So I mostly left that stuff alone. For the most part, I messed around with item locations, weapon and armor stats, and their weight and all that other stuff. So that's kind of fun. But even on top of that, there are a lot of complications that crop up that you might not expect when actually using the application to randomize everything. One thing I found out when I was testing it this morning to make sure it would function properly for stream is that in the beginning of the game, when you're choosing like which class you want to be, sometimes the classes can spawn in such a way where they have some, like, I guess, invisible item or whatever ascribed to them that, rather than being an actual item, it's like a sound file from the game, or a movie file from the game, or the prompt to to change areas. So some of the times where I when I input a manually like randomized seed into the game, I would be scrolling through the classes, and like I'd scroll to a class, and the graphic text for Humanity Restored would appear on screen. And I thought that was a weird one-time thing. So I scrolled up one, and then back down to that class, and it would display Humanity Restored a second time. There was another time where a class had, I guess, an item that would play a cutscene in the game. So I was, according to the game, I was simultaneously selecting my class and watching a cutscene at the same time. But I just skipped the cutscene, and it put me in the area where you're selecting your class, but I was essentially soft-locked because the only controls that would actually do anything were the camera controls. So hopefully, I put in a new randomized seed. I should have tested it. I didn't. So hopefully we get really lucky when I start playing this. If not, the good thing about this mod is that it takes maybe a minute and a half to go through the entire process of making a new random seed and then putting it into your folder. So it's not too hard to restart everything from zero if things go terribly. Yeah, the DPS for different weapons could be all over the place. You could find a like the joke weapon of the game is a ladle, like you would find in a pot full of stew. It's entirely possible that I find a ladle that does the most damage you've ever seen in the game, or I could find a like an ultra greatsword that does absolutely nothing. I'd like to get another ultra greatsword though. If my previous run of Dark Souls 1 randomizer was anything to go by, and I mean, I guess in this case the only people who would know this are VOD watchers. But if that run was anything to go by, I will always gravitate towards the biggest, heaviest strength weapons in the game, because I find it really, really entertaining to just do overhead slashes at people and splat them into the ground like a pancake. But at the end of the day, I'll go with whatever is fun. And even then, if people want me to use a certain weapon, I might just capitulate and use that instead. Because I'd rather use something that people find entertaining than something that's like de facto fantastic and just steamroll the whole game. And depending on what I end up using, I might add a different little graphic to my VTuber avatar, because now that we're on a new game, it is finally time for me to have removed all of the little Pikmin. I left them on when I was playing Black Baby because I honestly just forgot to take them off, but now they're no longer standing on my shoulders and on my head, so I have plenty of room to add something new, like a greatsword or something. Or if I get the ladle, I will sling the ladle across my back, like the terrifying war device that it is. But I don't really have a whole lot to talk about today that I didn't already talk about yesterday, so I can probably get to the game rather soon. They died. Yeah, honestly, who can blame them? Like, that game was so bad that I almost died. They're just these little fellas. They didn't stand a chance trying to survive the mind poison that is Black Baby. That awful game. I will say though, I am going to finish that game on stream. Am I going to am I gonna play it during normal stream time slots? Probably not, because I don't think anyone would be interested in that as a main focus. But I'm thinking that maybe I'll just do random sporadic streams on days where I normally wouldn't stream, to just make progress towards finishing that. Because as much as the sane part of my brain is telling me, okay, that was a horrible game, just don't go back to it and leave it in the back of your mind, just let it get buried by memories of literally anything else. I need to beat it. I have to show my superiority and my dominance over that awful masochist game. So I'll probably just stream it at random times, so that it's not cutting into my normal schedule. It'll just be a little bonus streams. It might even be on days where I normally stream, but like another bonus stream before or after my normal thing. Because that's the most that game is gonna get. It doesn't deserve a real time slot or like a normal stream slot. It just gets to be sort of like leftovers. Normally I would agree with you and say Monday, but this Monday is Labor Day, so I do not have work tomorrow, which means I have the whole day to stream. So since I have the whole day tomorrow, I'm thinking about making it like a normal streaming day this week, even though obviously that's not going to be the same case every single week the other 51 weeks of the year. But I think tomorrow I want to do a longer form stream. Well, I say longer, but I mean just like one of my normal, like one of my normal length streams. Oh my goodness. I have to keep muting my microphone because I'm trying to like clear my throat because I have some gunk in it today that's making it it's making my voice sound kind of weird and feel kind of weird. But yeah, I think this Monday in particular, I'm going to do a longer stream, but like next Monday or something, yeah, that might be the kind of day where I just decide I am bored, I'm going to turn on my stream and I'm just gonna like grind Black Baby for an hour, 2 hours, whatever. See if I can come close to finishing the game. Eventually I'll finish it. And then either I'll have a new shit game to force myself through that I can do randomly on sporadic streams, or I'll just have some more free time to myself. Which certainly would be welcome right now. Because I'm still, as I will be for probably the next 30 days, I'm still working on a lot of the Halloween stuff. I think I have the BGM pretty much finished. I think I have like at least one of them. I don't know if I'm gonna have just one or maybe two, but I have a song finished, I think, for Halloween that I'm going to use for the start of streams. But there are a few other projects I have for it. I'm making a little logo for my streams during the month of Halloween, which it shouldn't take too much time. I can probably finish it in one day if I dedicate like 3 or 4 or 5 hours to it. Especially because I'm not a great artist, and I know that I'm not a great artist. So I have I have a very low standard when it comes to deciding when something is finished and ready for stream. Unless it's music, then I'm probably going to be working on it until the day before I use it, which is probably going to happen with the BGM. I say it's finished, but I'm probably going to be like going back and tweaking things and maybe changing things entirely up until like September 20 something. It's probably not going to be the very day before October, but it'll probably be like, I might even make changes as late as the 25th. Yeah, it is almost Monday. Yeah. Oh, it feels like, I don't know, whenever I have these long weekends, the whole time I'm thinking about like, oh no, I have to make sure I'm using my weekend well because it's already almost X, Y, or Z. And instead of like spending hours enjoying the weekend, I'm spending hours lamenting how it's getting closer to the week again. Which is a big old waste of time. You gotta hurry up. Oh, what do you have to hurry up with? I'm interested. I'm intrigued. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start Dark Soulsing. I'm gonna start scholaring the very first sin. Let's head on over to the gaming screen. Oh, and this time, because I don't have to worry about the Pikmin, I can actually resize myself at decent speed. There we go, look at that. It was already finished. Oh, the slide, okay, alright. Okay. Alright, let's see, I think I have this already set to capture. I should probably plug in the controller. Okay, come on, stream preview. I need to know if it's capturing properly. Is it not? It doesn't look like it is. Let me... Oh no, it is. There we go. We're golden. Everyone's favorite Dark Souls game. Unable to play in online mode. Good. I need to make sure I am not in online mode. Because unlike in Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 1 Remastered, you cannot manually select to be in offline mode. You have to appear offline on Steam to actually do this the right way. Which is a little bit very annoying. Because normally I would say, okay, I'll just play online and deal with invasions or whatever. But since the randomizer messes around with your game files, if you play this online with Randomizer, and again, it is online by default, you will get banned. So you have to go out of your way to appear offline to play this game, so you do not get banned for messing around with the files in a single-player game. Okay, so let's just. Oh, I disconnected the controller. No, I didn't disconnect the controller. I just have to click back onto the game. All right. And I skipped all the opening cinematics when I was testing, but this time I'll actually this time I'll actually watch it. Did I appear offline while playing Black Baby? No, I was online while I played while I played Black Baby. One thing I will always give Dark Souls 2 credit for is that this opening cinematic looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, the game is 9 years old at this point, but holy cow, this looks so incredibly good. Does that forgive any of Dark Souls 2's many sins? No. No. It's hard to forgive the sins of Dark Souls 2, but this looks so good. I love it. I love it so much. The way I see it, this is the best part of Dark Souls 2, the absolutely stunning opening cinematic, and then once the game part of the game starts, that's when it gets bad.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human.
Something other than human? Is that a Detroit Become Human reference? Oh my god, it's me!
In a walled-off land far to the north.
Far to the north.
A great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangley.
I believe they called it Legally Distinct and Orlando.
So familiar. Oh, how could you be? But one day you will stand before
I need some water. Troglodyte. That is one of my favorite words to use. I might be misremembering, but I think the I at the end of troglodyte is a Y. I do very much enjoy calling people troglodytes, though. Oh, and this is the part of the opening cinematic where it turns into an Evanescence music video. The blood moon rises. Here it is, yeah. We're about to hit the part where the beat drops in the music video. Oh no, it's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, or whatever, Prisoner of Azkaban. It's the Dementors. That took me a little while.
Your wings will burn in anguish. Time.
Yeah, I like how this guy just sees this otherworldly horror and just decides, yeah, I'm gonna go practice my Olympic diving routine here.
For that is
What if someone just like pushed him off?
the fate of the cursed.
Whoop! Not only does he dive headfirst into it, he just sort of like yeets his lantern off to the side. Alright. And then we see almost exactly the same little loading icon GIF that they used in the first game. And here we are. That's me. Can't you tell? The resemblance is uncanny. You gotta wonder how I fell straight down in that abyss, and somehow I woke up in a area under a canopy. Oh no, there's not a canopy here. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay, so from the get-go, it seems like the starting armor is too heavy for us. So this one is 3.7 pounds, or weight units. Then this is 15, 23, and 12. Oh my god, I need to take off all of this if I want to move around at a decent speed. Okay. So that's not a good sign of things to come. If the very first if like the starting armor is randomized to be so goddamn heavy that I have to take off 75% of it if I want to move around. First weapon, we're gonna find out in a second, because in this game we choose our class after we talk to the 3 hags and the lesser hag.
It's an undead.
Yeah, so before I was talking about how when I was testing this out before, sometimes the starting classes would play a random cutscene when I tried to look at them. One of them was this cutscene. So I watched this cutscene, tried to hover over a class to see what it could offer me, and it started playing this cutscene again.
You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Oh, okay.
Hollows prey upon men.
She's not like the other girls. She would never become one of them.
This is the fate of the curse.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I don't. Especially because there are much funnier alternatives. There's a thing I mentioned before about the humanity restored thing. And there were also a few times where it would play a random sound file from the game when I hovered over a class. Alright, well, you're the only viewer here, so what should we call our character? I don't really care. Normally I would just I'd tell everybody in chat to pick a name and I'd choose one at random, but I mean I only have one viewer, so I don't think I need to do that. How do I I have to use the mouse to actually get away from that field. Okay, so it's gonna be Alf.
And at least you know your own name. These stupid millennials can't be bothered to remember them. I don't know where I live.
For sharing.
What's my reward? Is it an ultra great sword?
It's a human effigy.
That kinda sucks. Can I trade it in for like store credit?
Look. Who do you think it's supposed to be?
That looks like
Think
nobody.
deep into your past. Yes. It's an effigy of you.
Why do you have an effigy of me? I did not consent to the construction of this. You're going to have to pay royalties to use my likeness on this human effigy. Alright. Alright, let's see what kind of classes we have. So this is the Warrior. Warrior's known for carrying a bow and whatever the heck, this gigantic, like, mace thing. Not really a mace, just like a giant. It looks like a more formal, official club. The Knight, who has, yet again, a bow, some pretty crazy looking armor, and a spear. The Swordsman, who, I mean, at least they have a sword. They also have a crossbow with like a little kind of like an eye shield. The bandit. Oh, I like the bandit has a Zweihander. I'm very tempted to use the bandit. Who also, again, has a bow. Why does everybody have a bow? I do not understand. The cleric. Oh, there's a good example of it. Yeah, so, this, you probably heard a little sound file that said thank you. There's these little, items in the game. Infinitely usable consumables that you can toss on the ground, and they'll make a little, like, voice line. So I bet you if I go back up to bandit and back to cleric, it will say, thank you, again. Let's see. Thank you. Yep, there it is. So sometimes that happens, which is very entertaining to me. This guy has... If I'm being real with you, I cannot tell what either of these weapons are. This one looks like a rod with a bunch of, like, fungi taped to it or affixed to it. Oh, it's like a mace with a bunch of fungi affixed to it. And this thing looks like a stick with a bat wing taped to it. Looks kind of shitty. The mask is kind of also weird. There's another sound effect. The sorcerer has whatever the hell this is. I legitimately can't tell. It looks like some weird Terraria fishing rod. The explorer has like a marble for a head, as well as a longbow, and I could not tell you what this is. And the deprived has nothing. But that's just boring. I'm thinking that I like this sound effect. However, I think that I want to go with the bandit because it has the Zweihander. Even if I used the Zweihander in my Dark Souls 1 randomizer, I'm going to use it again because I love the Zweihander. Let's see what we can get for a starting gift. Oh, hello, mistress. I'm glad to see you again. Yeah, it has been a little while. It's good to see you. So, these starting gifts are also randomized. I'm trying to find an obvious example that even somebody who doesn't play Souls games could recognize. Here's one. So, it says that this starting gift is a homeward bone, but if you look at my my ring slots right under my armor, it's not a homeward bone, it's some kind of ring. So this is all randomized too. All of these names on the left side of the screen, they are all lies. These are some consumable items. This, I don't know what it is, because it shows a little, like, trophy standee on the ring slot section, but there's nothing there. However, I do know that this ring, which it says is the life ring, but it's actually the evil eye ring. It is very nice, so I'm gonna go with that. What can I do now? How do I actually move to the right? Because I wanna... No, I wanna go to the top and mess around with what my character looks like. How do I do this? Maybe I'll manually navigate there with my mouse. There we go. Oh, does it not let me mess with the mouse? Okay, it does. All right. We're gonna make this character look absolutely dreadful. We're gonna give him a receding hairline. It's gonna have a a turquoise hair receding hairline. I think that's pretty fashionable. I'm gonna have the thickest eyebrows, which are going to be ginger. Am I able to see the stats? The randomized stats for, like, the weapons? No, I don't think. Well, not yet, at least. I can see my starting character stats, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be pretty inconsequential because I'll just choose what my stats are gonna be like as I level up. I wish I had a subscription. I wish I had the option for people to subscribe to, but it's going to be a little while before that actually happens. I think if I'm being optimistic, that might be viable by like the end of the calendar year, but for now that can't happen. But don't worry about that too much. It's already plenty of support that you're just here in the first place. That means more to me than any monetary value right now.
For the same reason, to break the curse.
Pay off the $5 of black baby. I don't think I should ban that phrase in my chat so that nobody ever hears about that game. so nobody ever tries it for themselves and experiences the suffering that I experienced. Though I will say, because of you don't want me to because I suffered playing that game yesterday, I'm very tempted to dig through the assets of the game and extract the model, then do some camera work in like Blender or some other modeling software, and use it as like an emote once I eventually hit affiliate and can have emotes. Have like a black baby emote. Alright. I was not paying attention at all to that cutscene. What is with my... Oh my god! What is up with my soul count? Why do I have 333,000? And wow, I am way overburdened with weight right now. Oh, because it gave me 3 weapons. So I have the Zweihander, the Old Knight Halberd. I don't need these. Let me just like throw away all the stuff that's... I'm still at 122% weight. Oh yeah, because all of these are like super heavy. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay, well, now I can walk around normally. And... and I can look absolutely dreadful while doing it. They do, yeah, I mean, they do kind of, the whole aesthetic does remind me a little bit of the, I forget what they're actually called. The, the witches in Macbeth, with their whole, fair is foul and foul is fair, something air. It's been a really long time since I read Macbeth. A human effigy, okay, very nice. I honestly just remember a bunch of, like, keywords from Macbeth, like, something about Dunsinane. What do we got over here? We got Solvent. The smelters? Excuse me? Did the game really just give me a weapon from a boss this early in the... Okay, well, I wanted to use the, I wanted to use the Zweihander, but, like, this thing is too cool looking to not use. Unless people want me to use the Zweihander instead. But for now, this thing is pretty crazy. So I am gonna explore this, but first I'm gonna run over here as fast as I can, because if the game is going to start me out and immediately give me 330,000 souls, I want to make sure I can abuse that, because that is absolutely bonkers. Like, that's gonna give me like 40-something levels right at the start of the game, which should help me mitigate all of the awfulness that I'm going to encounter from randomized enemies. So first we have to activate this, and then then speak to the pretty lady on the cliff. There are many, many bad things about Dark Souls 2. She is one of the good things about Dark Souls 2. I love her with all of my
Are
heart.
you the next monarch?
I am the next monarch. Can't you tell from my face? This is the face of a very serious ruler. Not a performing circus clown.
Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Oh yes, give me my Estus flask.
Go on and see the king.
So, one of the other settings in the randomizer is that you're able to randomize the effect that different usable items have. So, when I was testing this out before, I was seeing what kind of random effects would happen when I used different items. So I tried using the Estus flask one time to heal myself, and it instantly killed me. So I ended up turning off that setting because I think that would make gameplay too impossible.
Seek those whose names are unutterable.
Those whose names are unutterable.
Endowed with immense souls.
I mean, I feel like I'm endowed with immense souls. I have 333,000.
Once you have found them, return here to me. So
This,
that hope will not fade
another
away.
thing I should probably be completely transparent about is that
Bearer of the curse,
this randomizer run is probably going to be a lot longer and more meandering than my randomizer playthrough of the first game,
seek the
because
king.
Dark
That is
Souls
the
1,
only way.
I've played through like 60 plus times. Dark Souls 2, I think I've beaten it twice, and the last time I beat it was over 5 years ago, so I barely remember anything about it. But for now, let's oh my god, I have 333,000 souls, and at my current level, it costs 2,500 to level up. I can just completely break my stats right now. So I'm gonna dump some into this, because this looks like it's kind of useless, and it's just increasing my status resistance, but it also... One thing that the game doesn't tell you, that it really should tell you, is that this stat also affects how quickly you heal yourself with your Estus flask. So I want that up. I want that up a lot. Okay, so it seems like with this weapon, strength doesn't really do a whole lot. How about dex? You know, no, I'm not. No, I can't go against the title of the stream. This is a strength build household. Okay, I want some vigor. Let's take that up to 30. God, I feel like I'm cheesing the game by being able to just level up this many times at the very beginning. I feel like a cheater. And... Okay, maybe I need to control myself a little better. Do I need that much in vigor? Probably not. I can go down to like 25. I think 25 is good. Then I can put more into vitality. So I want a lot in this so I can actually like carry more stuff, because like I mentioned a little bit before, the weight of stuff is randomized, and that means that sometimes I can find something really, really tiny that for whatever reason is absurdly heavy. And I can just... Let's see, what other... Yeah, I'll just put this into... I'll put another one into vitality. Okay. So that is a ridiculous amount of levels right off the start. That should make it a heck of a lot easier for me. And I also want to put this on. And another thing that I forgot to mention that I just noticed from putting that ring on is that I've also I've randomized the effect that different items have when I actually use them. So if you look at my soul counter in the bottom right, currently it's 12,000. If I take this off and I put it back on, it gives me 3,000 souls. So normally this ring, when you have it equipped, it lets you heal a little bit whenever you kill an enemy. But it looks like its effect has been randomized so that wearing it doesn't actually do anything, but when, like, for the first moment where you put it on, it gives you 3,000 souls. So I guess I could absolutely abuse that to just gain infinite souls, but I don't really think I need to do that. Soul of a hero? What do you mean soul of a hero? Oh my god. That is a lot of souls. And this guy's also dropping them. I think the game is trying to, like, make things as easy for me as possible. it's just throwing souls at me left and right. A small and smooth silky stone. Okay. Oh god. Going up a ladder extra fast looks very, very silly. But I think that's kind of fitting for a character like this. This weapon is so ridiculous. Normally it would be a very, very long time before I get this weapon, because you are supposed to get it by trading in the soul of a boss that you run into much, much later in the game. But for some reason it spawned at the very start of the game. What do we have over here? There's nothing over here. Okay. That's a little bit disappointing. I can just, there's another way I can go, right? There has to be. I think I'm forgetting something. Oh, there's the, that over there, behind the ogre thingy, is the, what I refer to as the Pride Month coffin. If you haven't played the game, then that probably sounds like a bunch of nonsense, but if you have played the game, you know exactly why I'm calling it that. Maybe I'll go and use it later, but I won't actually be able to access that area for a very long time. What do we have? I think there's a guy over here, right? Yeah. I kind of feel almost a little bit guilty for, oh, now we have a close-up view of it. Yeah, there it is. The glory of the Pride Month coffin. I feel a little bit guilty for having a weapon this good, this early in the game. I feel like maybe I should be, handicapping myself and using something weaker. The problem with that, of course, being that, I don't have any weak weapons right now. A Ruin Sentinel Soul. Okay, you're just gonna give me another boss item. Okay. I will not ever say no to that. I guess the only major pitfall I'm sort of in right now is that this weapon uses so much stamina when I swing it that it consumes my entire stamina bar. So I better be hitting things and staggering them, or else I am not going to be able to roll away from attacks after I hit them. Or after I try to hit them, at least. I could just completely whiff a shot. Just go ahead and, ow. Oh no, I do barely have enough to do a second swing. Okay, so we're not we're not in a completely awful position yet. I really need to equip my Estus Flask. There we go. What do we got over here? I think there's something right here. Is it going to be useful, or is it going to be garbage? It's garbage. Alright. I guess I can't expect everything to be good after I've only gotten fantastic stuff so far. I can turn this guy back into normal. The only downside is that it takes absolutely forever for him to become a targetable enemy. I don't actually remember how much of this area I can make meaningful progress in right now. Ow! Right in the face. Okay. I cannot see. Oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. I have... Oh god, look how slow the healing... yeah, that's another annoying thing about, Oh, never mind. I thought that consumed my healing. Yeah, look how slow the healing takes this game. The animation is so frustratingly slow. Okay, I think the other enemy just sort of ended himself. I won't say no to that. Oh, I forgot about this. The running attack from this weapon just sends people flying into the air. And I also forgot that there's directional influence on attacks. So sometimes you completely whiff attacks because you were trying to strafe to the side. Can this guy like fall through here? No. Okay. I think this is as far as I'm going to explore this way, because I'm pretty sure if I go down there, I'm going to die of fall damage. And I have no way of healing myself right now. So I'm going to be a coward and run this way. Actually, there's a little bit more I can explore back here. And maybe get something that's decent. I mean, for all I know, it could be something incredible, just like the smelter sword that I got right here. There's a little area back here that I neglected at the start of the game because there's no real reason to go explore it. There's just a big enemy that you're supposed to die to, who is guarding an item. It's this guy. Let's just let's bait him out of the way, and then see what he had here. Large Silver Warrior. That was not worth it at all. I promise you, the hit 2022 game Black Baby is most certainly not more fun than this. Oh, 13 fire arrows, lovely. Lovely. There are actually, there are fun things to do in this game. And, there are also sound effects in this game, other than just your character's, like, waddling noises. Also, in Black Baby, can you have a character who looks like this? I don't think so. Whether that's a good thing or not is up to your discretion. In my mind, I have created quite possibly the peak of masculinity. I don't think you can get much more attractive as a male than my character is right now. What do we have down here? This is going to be a game-breaking item, right? Actually, Grand Lance could be good. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to say with any degree of certainty because I never play Dark Souls 2, so I don't actually know if that item's any good or not. Hello. Who are you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open
Help
this
you open the door.
I packed
why?
my tools in here. seeing it was vacant. And now somebody's
This guy looks pretty green to me, if I'm being real with you. So why does this guy need me to open the door if, like, he can just climb through the window? Is is he dumb? No, I guess you can't go around the back. What about the other NPCs we have milling about here? Lucatiel's. I remember Lucatiel, the NPC. only her name and that she exists. But I do remember her, kind of. A pickaxe. Oh,
Dude, I can go mining for diamonds. Let's go.
did they have a pickaxe in Black Baby? I don't think they did. There's also barrel physics. Is this the place with the cat? It is. Hello, kitty.
Oh, undead are we? And one without much time remaining.
I don't like that the cat has this kind of voice.
Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
What do you mean just about ready to fall apart?
Not exactly the time to be chatting.
I'm a
with cats.
circus clown with a giant inferno sword.
Well,
They had an
suit
axe.
yourself.
Yeah, but not a pickaxe.
Oh yes.
They can't even
You may
mine
call me
diamonds.
Chalquois.
Enchanté.
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 So,
Parlez-vous,
what did you
cat?
want anyway?
Can you sell things to me?
Ooh, you smell wonderful.
Please do not tell me I smell wonderful. This is sexual harassment. What do you have to sell me? Oh, she can sell me a katana. Understandable. What's this? We got the baneful bird ring. I don't need a shield. What do you think I am? And I am not going to be using any of this fancy
Nothing
schmancy
suited you, I
magic.
presume? Well, that's dismaying.
Well, maybe you should sell better stuff, like a giant sword. Gosh. You think you know somebody, and then they just refuse to sell you a giant sword. The Royal Rat Vanguard sword? What do you, or soul? What do you mean? What are these? Oh god, I hate these things. Anybody who's played this game hates these things. They are... Is there even an item back there? Is there a reason for me to have bothered them? No, there's nothing. Oh, my controller just stopped working for a second. But we're back in business now. Yeah, this game even has rats. That's how you know it's good. You can contract the bubonic plague. I think there's a guy in here, right? Yeah, this guy. The funny hat.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome to
My name is
shop.
Ringo Starr.
I'm Morley. And I
What
sell
is-
armor.
Oh, I think those things outside are breaking some barrels.
Sorry, please do have a look at my
No,
wares.
do not come in here. Do not come in here.
I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
Please get out of the doorway. It's just sitting in the doorway. Get out of the door. You... Oh, these little pigs. Can I get out of his store? Oh my god, these guys have a lot of health. I missed. These little jerks are like the smallest creature I've seen in the entire game, and they can survive several hits from a giant flaming ultra great sword. I want to eat what these things are eating. How do I get a build like this? Okay. Sorry about that, Mullen. Now I can
thank you
now I
for
can
coming
buy your
back.
stuff after I finish killing those horrible things. Okay, so this is... So we found some armor that doesn't weigh 1 billion pounds. Good. I can buy 4 of those. I don't think that's very necessary. Another one of these. What do you have for sale? Radiant Life Gems. Normally those are... Oh my god, he's just selling Estus Flask shards? These are really good. These should not be... These should absolutely not be, like, being sold for barely anything. But I will happily take them. Soul of a Great Hero. This is a fantastic deal. Because these things are worth a lot more than he's selling them for. So I just conned that guy entirely.
Thanks very much. And do please come again.
But I'm gonna spin that as him just being a very, very kind individual. So with all that, I think I can get... Oh my god, I can get so many levels. Look at all these... Look at all of these souls that I have now. That's 80,000. How much is this gonna be? I have 26 souls of a hero. 260,000. This is absolutely broken. I'm a huge fan of this. Oh, my controller's disconnecting again. Hold on. Is it good now? There we go. Alright, where... Here you are, Emerald Herald.
Bearer of the curse.
Oh. She's too pretty. I'm going to die.
Larger,
I'm going to die from how pretty she is. Okay. What do I want to put all my points into now? Oh my goodness, look at all those levels I can get. You will never know my true soul count. I have so many souls. Many souls, many people are saying this. They tell me, Kay, you have the most souls I have ever seen. I don't even know what I really need to put points into. So I'll dump some more into this. Get that up to 30. Get some more points in stamina. Let's get some more into strength. Yeah, I think this is a smart use of my souls. I've encountered exactly 0 bosses, and I am at level, like, 113, I think? Was that it? Yeah, I'm at level 113 without having fought a single boss. And I can upgrade this 3 times over. Oh yes, +3. The only problem is that I think I still only have 1 use. And that's gonna be the, that is the kicker with this. Oh no, I have... Oh, okay, no, so... The shards give you more uses. Okay, good. That is lovely. So now let's actually, let's start actually making progress in a real area. And maybe, maybe finding a boss along the way. I also do not remember at all which chests in this game are trapped. The Black Dragon Greatsword, excuse me? Is the game just giving me all the coolest stuff in the world? It's a little bit weaker, but it's also lighter. It's only like a tiny bit weaker. But it's not an ultra greatsword. I don't know if I can use it. Is it cool enough? Does it pass the cool test? It's a lot faster, that's for sure. Where can I see the that's not what I want. Where's the oh, the stat scaling is at the bottom of the screen. So this thing doesn't scale with anything. This is D and C, this is D, D, C. It's A and C. Oh, this is actually a really good strength weapon. But it's also not upgraded at all. So let's keep using the giant fuck off anime fire sword. What's over yonder? Can this go a little bit slower? It's moving too fast for my eyes. Here we go. I wish I could explain to you what the purpose of that taking so long is, but I have no clue. I was completely expecting that bridge to snap under the incredible weight of my gigantic character. These look like enemy normal placements. Enemy normal These look like normal enemy placements. Maybe there's something weird going on with the randomizer. Well, actually, no, because there's no way that troll is supposed to be there. This is fine. I do hope the bosses are at least different enough. There's a non-zero chance that if I find out something's messed up with the randomizer and I'm not getting like the true random enemy experience, that I at the end of this stream decide to just undo all of my progress and try to re-randomize the game in a way that's more interesting. Because I don't want to make it boring. That would be the worst possible outcome. How many of these guys did I just walk right past? Too many. Oh god. I love how it just explodes whenever it hits the ground. Oh my god, there's too many of them. Oops. Okay. Now what are all these guys even gonna drop for me? Dried root, a torch, an alluring skull, Chloranthy ring +2. Oh my god. Repel. Okay, so the game is giving me some ridiculously good items. Like the Chloranthy ring is very much goated. It's gonna help me recover my stamina at a much faster rate, which is very important for how did I manage to do that? It's very important for a build like this, where I'm just swinging around something ridiculously large that requires a crap ton of stamina. Divine Blessing. Lovely, lovely. Throwing knife. What was that? Oh my god. Someone is throwing bombs at me. Where are they, even? Another Divine Blessing. That is a really good item to have. And another Estus Flask shard. The game is being too good to me. Something really bad is going to happen soon. It should not be, I should not be having this much fortune. The game is just winding up to do something absolutely awful to me. And when it hits me, I am not going to be ready. Oh, that is what a guy is. Okay. Bleeding serum. My inventory bag is full. What, really? Maybe it's just full of that one item. I don't remember there being an inventory limit in this game. So it's probably one of those things that, yeah, that's what I'm worried about, it being too easy. Which is why, depending on how this first stream of it goes, I might, like I said, go back and delete this save and start from the beginning next time I stream this game with, like, a harder run. Especially because I swear a lot of these enemies are just spawning in their normal locations. Which is not what I want. Is it possible that they aren't in their normal locations? Yes, because I have mentioned that it's been a long while since I've played this game. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of them are just in their regular spawn locations. And I'd like it to be a little bit more difficult and randomized, as one might expect from a randomizer stream. Or I can just purposely gimp myself by using a different weapon. That's also, I think that could also work. What do we have over here? Nothing. Okay, I think this guy is just stuck. Oh no, he's gonna throw a bomb at me, but he missed. Is there anything over here? Is it just... Oh, there's an item. Okay. Is it good? It is a dark bolt. Well, that was embarrassing. He fell off too. So, we're both equally embarrassed. I do not remember at all the map layout of this game. I thought this way was to progress, but I'm looking around and I don't see anywhere to go from up here. Oh no, it's just over here. I'm blind. No, that's where I came from. I guess I go down here. Is there anyone down here? Oh, there's this guy, but he's now dead. Oh god, I really hate how you can like influence the way that you're swinging with the analog stick. I'm so much more used to how it works in Souls 1, where you just attack while facing a direction, and you will be committed to attacking in that direction. It just makes more sense to me. This is, this makes it so much easier for me to, like, accidentally screw my attack up, because I'm focusing on several things at once. I also don't know how this guy keeps managing to not get hit by my attack. This is really, really awkward. Well, I guess there is a weakness to a weapon like this. You cannot use it in small spaces at all, because everything will just, oh, the controller's being weird. Everything will, just hit a wall or something, and the enemy can dodge all of your attacks by doing pretty much nothing on their part. King's shields, hardware. Who needs shields? What kind of loser uses a shield? Oh god. They all go down so easily. Executioner helm, okay. However, even if they all go down easily, I am now out of Nestus flasks, which is a big problem. I guess I'll just run into here. Oh god, I forgot about these guys. I'm not dealing with that. What is this guy attacking? No one will ever know, because I'm running away from him. I forgot that those like fire lizard gecko guys existed, and oh man, I miss the way that I felt before being reminded about them. Nobody should ever have to deal with those. They are terrible in every sense of the word. Okay, so how was I actually supposed to proceed from this point? Is it up here? So I already went up here. Ow! Just threw a bomb at my head. Oh, maybe it's the big obvious door right in front of me. Huh. Funny how that works. Oh, we have a little vendor here. Does he have anything fun for me? Okay. I mean, if you have anything good, sure. Otherwise, you're going to starve to death. But that's, quite frankly, a skill issue. What do you have for me? A scimitar. That's not really what I'm in the market for. Brigand armor. Gauntlets that are ridiculously heavy. Don't need that. Ooh. I wonder if this will have the same randomize effect as the one that I currently have. I need to find out. This is very important. Oh my goodness. More of these? Holy crap. The game is making me so overpowered. This is... I feel... Oh, and then Sublime Bone... Oh my goodness. I'm feeling really, I don't even know what this is. Oh, no, this is incredible. How am I getting so lucky with these item drops? I'll buy as many of these as I can. This is absurd. The game is giving me so many tools. I can't burn this one. Oh, I have to go to the main bonfire. That's fine. I'll get there eventually. The game's given me too many powerful tools to work with. This run is going to be a complete stomp at this rate. That's okay. Worst case scenario, this is a this is, like I said before, it ends up being a one-off stream, and then I fix the randomizer for the next time. Because this is way too easy. Maybe next time I need to randomize the enemy health and all of that. Or just find a new randomizer mod, because I feel like this isn't doing the intended job of randomizing the enemy locations. I don't know. I'll go to the first boss, and if things have been still really just boring and disappointing for me, then I will I'll just delete this save, and I'll make a new one. Don't tell me that this is going to be the same exact mini boss that spawns here. It is. It's the same mini boss. This is ridiculous. Do I have... I feel like I must have set this up the wrong way. This is absolutely absurd that all these enemies are the same. There's a chance that I might have interacted with the settings on the randomizer the wrong way around, because I thought that I had set it to randomize the enemies in every single location of the game, but it might have been set on that by default, and what I ended up checking off in the settings was make sure not to randomize the enemies in every section of the game, which would kind of ruin the purpose, or the whole point of this. Wow, this guy is like ridiculously easy. And I then immediately get hit by him. But now what's happening is that I'm getting my inputs eaten by the game. Yeah, no, this is... I think there's something wrong with this. Look at this, I'm gonna blow this wall up. That's one of the few things that I do remember about this game, being able to make that shortcut. Okay. In that case, it is, I think it's troubleshooting time. I want to see if I can make the randomizer, like, better, because I think this is, not working the intended way. Let me close out of this. Okay, it is now troubleshooting time. But it's going to be troubleshooting speedrun. Because I think I know how to fix this pretty easily. Let's see. Go in here. No, this is the wrong folder. Oh, shit. It's on a... Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to have to manually download this. This is fine. This is fine. This is easily done. It just takes a little bit of time. I have to download some stuff. Because I was setting this up on a different account on my computer. And I, for some reason, put it into my documents folder, which is individualized based off of which account you're logged into on the computer. So I can't access the folder because it is tied to another computer account. Is this the wrong? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be some lengthy troubleshooting, isn't it? Oh no. Oh, I prepared so much for this, and now it's all falling apart in front of me. Can I switch to... I need to add another account to this. The one thing I hate about how, like, multi-factor authentication works these days is that when you find out that you need to change, like, any one particular thing, you have to log into a different account, authenticate it from there. It's like, oh, well, we don't recognize this account, so we don't recognize this account that you're using to authenticate the other account, so you have to send an email to this other account. And you just have to do like you have to jump through a billion different hoops just to log into one thing. It's like, sure, it's secure, but like, if everything doesn't work perfectly the first time around, then you have to do a million different things and like pass a QuickTime event and provide some random like modding websites with your social security number. No, I don't want to save my password. Don't ask me for all this crap. Okay. Now I can finally download all this shit. I can go in here, make a new folder that I need to call FromSoft. I have WinRAR in this account, right? Oh, now we run into the problem of the item says that it is downloaded, but it doesn't actually let you open it. Okay, all right. We're moving at incredible speeds now. Everything's working well now. No, not more two-factor authentication, please. I'm going to end myself if I have to deal with more two-factor authentication. I do not need to have two-factor authentication on a website for modding a video game. I do not have personal information on nexusmods.com. I assure you. Okay, extract this to the same folder. I honestly should make my own tutorial for how to install this because the ones that I found online were truly that bad. Okay, now we open the mod. Alright. Scramble absolutely everything. Exclude keys, exclude tools, yeah. Control left, yeah, okay, good. Gotta do this quick. And the folder will be in here, it'll be test mod, okay. Well, it says that maybe I'm just gonna have to like abandon this because I'm pretty sure I have this set up the right way. I have. Is there like a separate mod for this that works better? Oh, no. Am I? No. I don't want to abandon this because everything that I. No. No, don't be like this. Don't be like this. Well, I might have to scrap this idea and end up doing something completely different. Because I cannot troubleshoot why this is not working the way that it should be working. Let me turn these off. Why do I have my... I have the model set to be... I mean, I guess it should be angry right now. None of these work. All I can find is a plethora of posts from people saying this mod is not working. No. Why does it have to be so painful? Well, shit. If I can't figure out how to get this to work, then I might just not have a stream today instead. It just particularly frustrates me because I can see very clearly that the item randomizer portion of the mod is working completely fine. But for whatever reason, the enemies just are not randomized at all. And I'm looking at all these comments of people saying like, yeah, this shit does not work at all. And there is nothing from the author of the mod. which is, it's equal parts confusing, because there's another comment from somebody who does a whole review of the mod, but he doesn't mention anything about whether or not the enemies are randomized. It's like he just sort of glosses it over. I don't know, maybe I'll just have to keep trying over and over and over again. Because now I'm seeing another comment of someone saying, where is it? Somehow it works every other time. Okay, whatever. Let's see. I'll check the bug log and see what I can find there. And if I can't find anything, then I'm just going to try to manually scramble it again. Okay. I can't find anything about it on the mod page, so I'm just going to try manually scrambling this stuff, and then trying it over from the beginning. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to end stream, because I am very, very upset that this is not working. And I'm going to spend the rest of the night trying to make it work, and if I cannot make it work, then I'm going to just have to play something else tomorrow instead. Which would make me very, very upset. But, I mean, I guess sometimes you just sort of have to do that. Let's add some more wacky stuff to it, though. No, I don't think I'm going to do Black Baby 2 nights in a row. I'm not that much of a masochist. What else can I do? Starting attributes, starting equipment, starting gifts. Yeah, okay, that's all fine. Well, that is the worst case scenario, playing Black Baby. Okay, so I'm now actually generating the file, and I just need to grab this and then move it into my game folder. It should just take a short moment. And replace all the files. Okay. And now I can see if it actually worked. I'll be honest with you, I don't think playing Black Baby is better than nothing. I think it's worse than nothing. Oh, the controller's not connected. That's why I had to... That's why the game was making me skip that with the mouse. Oh, this is such a disaster stream. I guess it was only a matter of time before I had one of them. Okay. God, I hope this works.
Perhaps.
I did see a comment on the mod, like, work page, whatever you want to call it, saying that sometimes you had to you reload the area for the mod to actually work properly. So I'm gonna try doing that also. That might affect things, maybe, if I'm lucky. Now, hopefully we don't run into a scenario where that I was kind of lamenting the possibility of before, where one of these starting classes has one of those weird glitchy items that plays a cutscene, because then I'll have to re-randomize it, and then at that point I think I'll just rage quit. Okay, so what do we have? Whatever the hell this is. Oh, this guy has a sound effect of an arrow hitting like a wooden plank. This monstrosity. This guy has 2 bows and a tiara. Oh, there we go. Yep. So this can happen. A character can have like an item that launches you into a loading screen, which last time this happened to me, it just kept putting me in loading screen after loading screen. So I'm gonna see if it does that again this time, and if it does, then I'll just force quit the game and I'll have to re-randomize. Or I guess I don't have to re-randomize. I can just take one of the classes that I already saw. Yeah, it's doing it. Okay, I'll have to task manager my way out of this. It's looking like a very high chance of this not working tonight, and me having to spend the rest of the night trying my hardest to make it work. Okay, I think it'll break if I load into that character, so I'll just make a new one. I'll pick the very first class. Yeah, it wasn't even a cutscene this time, it was a boring crash. It just put me into loading screen hell, where it was loading another loading screen. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother looking at the other classes because I don't want to run the risk of encountering another crash. I'll just take whatever garbage is on like the first, whatever was in the first class, as long as it had a melee weapon. Okay, put this back in again. Oh, I need to click on with my mouse first. There we go. Is that a melee weapon? I don't know. This is definitely a melee weapon. I will take this. And I'm not even going to make my character look weird anymore because I'm worried that I'll just crash again. Oh, I'm so slow. This stuff probably weighs a ridiculous amount. Yeah, it does. A dagger. I don't need that. Black steel katana. I think I'll use the great hammer instead. Oh, and it crashed when I opened up my inventory. Okay, well. Oh, man. This is just a disaster. This is an absolute disaster of a stream. I'm not giving up yet. I'm making another. I'm making a new randomizer seed. I can't give up that easily. Even though I really, really want to give up that easily. God, why? How does this game not have a functional randomizer? The one for Dark Souls 1 is so good that it might as well be like an official program. But the one for 2 is just so janky and out of date. Yeah, I mean, I'll survive. It's not the end of the world. I'm really disappointed because I was really looking forward to doing this. And now that I'm trying to do it, it either isn't randomizing the enemies properly, or it is not letting me interact with the game the way that a game should let somebody. It's especially frustrating because, like I have already mentioned, I tested this out before I went on stream. What if I do the first one? Well, that's kind of the problem. I've already played Dark Souls 1 Randomizer on this channel a few weeks ago. I don't want to so soon retread old ground. Normally I'd say like, hell yeah, I'll do it again, but I mean, I think it would be kind of boring if I played Dark Souls 1 Randomizer, then two different games, and then go right back to Dark Souls 1 Randomizer. What just happened to the name? There, okay. Let's just go with the very first class. I don't want something to break again. I think we're kind of... Actually, yeah, no, I think we're kind of doomed if we use that class. No! Why? How do I have luck that bad? I was stuck between a rock and a hard place there. Because the first class that I chose had a ring with no graphic, which to me means that it would probably crash the game if I opened up my inventory, and then I went down one class, just one, and it gives me a loading screen. This is so ridiculously finicky. I could sneeze and it would crash the game. So I've now generated yet another randomizer seed. Yeah, it had a cutscene or like a loading screen or whatever. Oh my god. I'm gonna make this work one way or another. Even if I have to code a randomizer mod myself, I will make this work. Or I'll just I'll say screw it, and I will play Dark Souls 3 with a randomizer instead, and I will add this to the long, long list of reasons why Dark Souls 2 is the worst one by a long shot. And doing a regular playthrough of this is not an option. Why am I like... What is wrong with me? Aside from like the normal stuff. Why am I like... Okay, so the legs like generate some sort of electricity or something. I'm gonna be as open to the random classes as I possibly can be, as long as it doesn't look like it'll break the game. I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, there we go. Please don't have something that's gonna break the game. I kinda dislike it a lot, but it'll have to do. And that's gonna break the game. I'll just go with this. I'll just go with this. I'm playing it as safe as I can.
All people come here for the same reason.
Oh, I'm so over encumbered.
Okay, so I have a lance. That is more than enough for me. Which of these is super heavy? These. Alright. Okay. It's workable, kind of. Why is my spear like glowing green? I don't know. But that is potentially very good for me. So I'm gonna test out. What? What do you mean? Oh, because I also randomized the movesets. Yes, that's another thing. I didn't have this turned on when I first loaded up the stream, but I on the new randomizer settings I put on, I turned on a setting where you can randomize the moveset of the weapon that you're using. So if I do a normal, like a standard attack, my guy's trying to use it like a wand or something, even though it's a spear. But if I do a heavy attack, he does like an overhead swing. And these guys are all dropping me Old Knight Great Shields. So I guess until I get a new weapon, I'm just gonna be swinging this thing over my head. How many Old Knight Great Shields can I possibly get? That gives me an idea. Can I attack people with... Okay. Alright. What is this? So I think the Old Knight Great Shields are kind of broken. If I hover over them, this happens. I wonder if that hits an enemy. Let's see what happens if I do this near an enemy. I think I'm electrocuting him. Oh god. Oops. Well, I stunned the ever-loving bejesus out of him, but it didn't do any damage. It's a good thing that, we're getting more Old Knight Great Shields. I didn't think I had quite enough. What the heck does this guy have? Oh, because his moveset is randomized also. You know, I really preferred the randomized loot tables of the old randomizer seed, where they were all dropping me a soul of a great hero, rather than Old Knight Great Sword or Great Shield non-stop 24/7. Okay, well, this is fruitless. I was only going through here because I was hoping I would find a new weapon, and I don't think I'm gonna find one. So I'm just gonna get out of here. Gonna go to gonna explore the main hub area. Then I'm going to go back to where I was before, and I'm going to try what was mentioned online about reloading an area, and then maybe getting randomized enemies from doing that. And if that doesn't work, then at that point I am going to call it and classify this as a failed stream. And I'm going to spend the rest of the night moping and feeling sorry for myself. In addition to trying to get it to work. And if I do get it to work, then I'll be very, very, very happy. If I don't get it to work, then I'm going to be streaming something completely different tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Oh.
Okay, cat lady, do you have
Oh yeah.
anything
So-
for me?
Ooh.
Please? Oh, a new weapon? Okay, alright, a new weapon. And shields that might, cause another seizure. What do these do? Probably not what they say they're gonna do. Okay, scimitar it is.
Satisfied. Oh,
Okay, please, please scimitar have like a normal moveset. It's also really heavy. How does this work? Okay, that has like a normal moveset. Okay, alright, this is normal. I have a normal weapon that functions the way someone would expect a weapon to work. And this guy has some kind of special effect. I'm now realizing it's entirely possible for one of these guys to spawn in with a weapon that is randomized to like poison them, and they could just die very, very quickly. Get some of these. A Titanite slab, are you serious? That's very good to have access to. And I'll also buy an old Mira greatsword. Well, a greatsword that uses dex scaling? Oh, that's gross. I bought one, but there's no way I'm using that. That's blasphemous. Okay, I'll skip through your dialogue.
go on.
Okay, yeah.
One.
Come on. I mean... I don't need to listen to what she actually has to say, I need to make use of her. Let's boost this up all the way. Now that I'm not using a weapon that just saps all of my endurance in one swing. Okay, good. And I can burn my bonfire ascetic. And then we can actually... That's not what I wanted to do. Then we can actually get this show on the road, so to speak. And get one step closer to finding out if this is going to end in success or tragedy. Depending on the result of this, the stream will either go on for 5 more minutes or like 2 to 3 more hours. I'm really hoping it's the second one, because I am not looking forward to the possibility of having a like a failed and abandoned stream. Come on. So I'm just gonna walk into here, and then I'm going to save and quit the game, and then reload it back. I could do a game swap, but I don't have anything prepared. Like if I were to go play something else, I would have to I'd have to go and download it, and or buy it, and or do whatever would typically need to be done to get another game going. Okay, so this looks normal so far, which is whatever. That's what happened last time. I'm going to get to this bonfire, activate it, and then I'm going to save and quit. Oh god, this thing is weak as hell. Let's get this. Let's get the Ultra Lance out. Okay. Affinity. Old pun. Okay. I just want to rest here. I might just do Black Baby. If I need to. Okay, please, 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 please work. I am begging you, Dark Souls. Yeah, look at all these test characters. This was the first test character, Ball. And these are all... This was the one I was playing, but the game was too easy. And these were all the ones that the game crashed on. And this... How am I level 54? I have no clue. Please. Please, 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 please. Yeah, it looks like it did not work. Maybe when it says reload the area, it means leave the area and go back. I'm trying everything I can think of here. I so desperately want this to work. I think it might all be in vain. Oh my god, I have to do this every single time. Oh my god, this is horrible. I'm sorry for this. I'm getting just as little enjoyment out of this as you probably are. This is I mean, I guess probably not to feel sorry for myself, but it's probably even worse for me because I was so excited to make this work, and now all of my hopes and efforts are being dashed upon the rocks. I might have to try to find time for an extra stream this week to make up for this. 'Cause this is bad. This is real bad. This is not fun at all when it just has randomized weapons. I mean, the randomized weapons and their effects is pretty cool, but nothing else being randomized is kind of shitty. And I don't have great hopes for this working now because I just saw those same... Yeah, okay. Everything's looking exactly the same. Yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna end stream. This is... Even though I could load up another game right now, I'm so disappointed and angry about this. I tried so hard to make this work, and it's just gonna be broken anyway. If I'm gonna try to get this fixed. There's a very small, but non-zero chance that if I get it fixed soon, I'll just relaunch a stream. But, yeah, no, I don't have it in me to keep doing this when it's going as poorly as it is right now. So, that is, tentatively going to be all from me today. Sorry that this sort of collapsed on itself. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to fix this, but I need to step away from my computer before I break it or myself. Oh my god. Oh, what an absolute train wreck. Alright, well, maybe I'll see you later today. If not, then it'll be tomorrow. Oh my god, what a train wreck.